Tip number 162 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. This is starting the new chapter of office and workplace. We just got through finishing banking and accounting. So here's some new adventure, or a new path we're going to go down here. About 12 tips I have here for you. The first one is a home office. I've always had a home office. I have a home office right now. We're actually sitting in my office. This is where I'm doing the recording. Closet back here, stuff in the closet, books, bookshelves, computer. This is it. I got a window I can look out if I want to look out. Now obviously I'm not doing contracting anymore. I'm doing something else. I'm writing the books here, making some videos. But as a contractor, from right when I got out, moved out, I've always had a place or a space where I could read, do some thinking, work, estimate, you name it. I mean, remember, at one time I needed to study for my contractor's license. I needed to take a test. I had a separate space in a 2-bedroom condominium we were renting at the time before we had kids. I had my own office. I've always had an office, and it really makes a difference. It makes you feel like you're actually going to work. You have a space you can go work in. Now, at one time, I actually had an office in a closet. You know, it was a small closet, a walk-in closet, probably about 8 foot by 8 foot. And I just took a little section and I made it into an office. You know, I did what I had to do. I needed a spot. I had kids. The kids needed the bedrooms. I didn't have a place for an office. Later on, I added on. All of a sudden, now I got an office. I got space for an office. So if you don't have room for an office, you absolutely have nothing you can do. You're going to have to use a table, put something somewhere. That's going to be up to you. You know, you're going to have to find a space. It really is nice to have your own space to concentrate and not be distracted by the TV or the family members, something like that. Now, do you need a big office? You know, you need to get out there and rent something. I don't know. That's going to be up to you, depending on if you have people that you need to meet with on a regular basis. Some people are going to be impressed by a big office. I never had to meet. I did never have to meet with anybody. If I was meeting with people, we were meeting on the job site almost all the time. Rarely did we meet anywhere else. Every once in a while I would meet at another contractor's office, but it wasn't my office. I didn't need to have an office. And I still do not feel the need to rent an office to this day. I don't feel a need to for what I do. I'm not signing multi-million-dollar deals. I don't need to meet with people. Everything I do can be done in an office at my place of residence or at the job site. So again, maybe I'll cover that a little more in the rest of the chapter here. So I told you about the closet. I also built a shed one time. I was going to have my office in a shed outside. It was a little 9 foot by 9 foot shed, you know, out in the backyard, off to the side, a nice shady area. And actually this shed, I built it with just one door. There were no windows. And I've actually heard that the windows are a distraction. I have a window in my office right now. We're sitting in my office, closet back here. It's a regular bedroom. It's converted into an office, or should I just say it's an office. You know, if I moved everything out of here and put a bed in here, it'd be a bedroom, you know. It's got a window. I keep the window shut 99% of the time because I don't want to be distracted by things outside. That's another thing you might want to think about. Now, another place that I was going to build an office was in my garage. I was just going to take a little 6 foot by 6 foot section out of the garage and put a little office in there, put a door going into a small room. Sometimes that's all you need, a small room. You don't need anything big. So anyway, that's it about the home office thing. If you don't need to rent or lease something, try to avoid that. And Another important thing is that, you know, you're going to need to make your house payment or pay for your rent in your apartment. But when you add on other bills, you rent a building and the economy takes a downturn, and all of a sudden you're like, man, now I got these two big bills here. You know, that's something a lot of people don't consider when they're renting office space. They think they're going to get into a business that's just going to grow, and they're going to make, you know, millions of dollars, and that's not always going to be the case. So again, that could be another hardship for someone who's just starting out as a contractor.